Hello YouTube and fellow Minecraftians, and welcome back to yet another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be looking over Kortier, the actual video of this magnificently big castle thing on a C-plot here. So yeah, really excited about showing you guys this, and it should be a lot of fun because I know I've really enjoyed building this, and it really turned out from being something that I was planning on being a small project to being something quite large. If you want to see the original reason why I built this, check in the annotations now. Go watch that video, and that'll tell you why I had built this. But anyway, yes, this is the actual video of Kortier, and I'll just give you a quick fly around and show you guys what the outside looks like. Now in the last video some people were saying, oh, the back looks a little bulky, and I understand that, but yeah, I'd rather not go over the plot border. So I tried to keep it within the constrictions of the plot as much as possible. There are some exceptions like the roof here. Wait, no, that's not even the roof is over the, or is it? Yes it is, never mind. Just this little bit of roof there, some on the other side as well I think is over. But anyway, you hopefully will enjoy this. So anyway, let's start up here. We'll pretend that we are a gallant knight coming in from our long journey, and we're going to take our torch here, and we're going to walk in, and we're going to place our horse in this cell here, or in this thing there, and actually we would have servants do it for us. So we would just sit out here, and then they would take our horse in and feed them and water them and all that stuff. And we'll sort of make our way around the plot here, and we'll just jump out onto the road, make our way past this pile of muck, aka manure, and we're gonna walk into the main gate. So here's the portcullis. You have it just before the swinging gate here, and that would be the swinging gate there. So, yeah, cool. And then this is where the actual gate guard would be, or the guy that would man the gate. So like someone would come up, knock knock, and then the guy would wake up, ugh, who's there? Charlie from Dunfarrow, and then Charlie from Dunfarrow is a good guy, and the gatekeeper knows, so he would come over here and grab the gate, which reminds me, I need to put on a little door knocker or something. I'll do that later. We don't want to spend too much time on just the gate, because we have so much to see. Oh, so much to see. So here's a doghouse. Castle Kortier, Kortier, whatever you want to call it, built by Duke Conrad 1. I should have had dates on when I started this and stuff, but I did not. Here's the blacksmith. Yeah, the blacksmith would be a fairly key part of a castle, because there's a lot of like metal that needs to be done between nails, lacings, like brackets and stuff, like just to build this entire thing, you would need a blacksmith. But now this guy is mainly for hammers, pickaxes, swords, you know, you name it, horseshoes. And then here's a little drain. Again, very important, because if you have this courtyard, it would get flooded pretty easy. But if you have a drain here, yeah, that'll get the water out of here pretty well. So we're going to head down this way and check it out. We are in this little place. Now, the only thing that I noticed that I didn't really do much is this is the only place that boils water, and there's lots and lots of baths in this castle. So that's just a little default, or not a little problem that I noticed just now. I'm not changing anything now, but yeah. Also, the armory is a little small, but it still works, I think. Yeah, so it'll works for now. There's still weapons all throughout the castle, so if anyone ever needs weapons or anything, they can just take it out of their bedroom or something. But anyway, we're going the wrong way. So that's the armory. We're gonna go up here. This is the actual barracks area. Now, you might find some triggered pressure plates, but that's because there's these stupid ender dragons. It's been fixed now, but there's been ender dragons going around, and we don't know where they spawn at or whatever. There has to be an ender dragon spawner somewhere, and they spawn everywhere, and they activate all the stinking pressure plates, but it should be fixed now. But anyway, here's a little bath for the guards there. So we just went to the washroom down there as well for the guards and everything. This here is another part of the barracks. 6 more beds up here, and then we go into this room. Captain of the Guard Oliver McKinnon. So this is the captain of the guard there, and then there's 6 more beds in here for 6 more guards. So lots and lots of places for guards and stuff. I'm trying to keep us. Let's go through the dungeon really quick. Let's get that out of the way. I'll take you up the other way on the way out. But here is the next. This is another guard area for the guards for the actual dungeon portion. We'll actually come up through there. This actually leads down. This is like the guard section of the dungeon area. And they have a little bathroom here, a little privy if they need it. And then the chamber boy would come down and, yeah, take it out. Really dark down there. So we're going to keep our torch in hand. So this is the torture room. This is where all the people would, this is where they would glean information from people and whatever. There technically should be more torture rooms in this. There should be like 4 or 5, but for space purposes, I didn't have enough room, so just 1 torture room. It's not really a super big castle anyway. Here's a little cell in there, another little cell in here. These are like big group cells, so like there's 6 beds in each. There's something about me in 6 beds, right? I've noticed that. But yeah, anyway, this is like another little torture device. You can set the person in there, put fire in it, and cook them alive. Yeah. No, that's not fun. Here's another little prison cell, and then we're gonna head down here. Here's another prison cell. This is just another prison cell too. The thing is this is actually all the blood from the torture room would drip down into this cell here. So this would just be like a pool of blood down there. So that's interesting. And this is actually a prisoner of war cell. Tobias Max's prisoner of war, poet and philosopher. This is where he calls home. And he's a privileged prisoner, so he has lots of books, lots of things to write on, and yeah, so he's privileged. Privileged prisoner. You noticed I did use wood doors because I didn't want to use any other of the other doors. Whatever. Oh, another thing I wanted to show you is I just don't like the look of iron doors. And then over here, this is actually where they would throw dead bodies down into this hole, and there's something down there. We'll go see that later. But this is the pit of death. So they would dismember the body here and throw everything down that hole. Kind of like a trash chute. Anyway, we're just going to pretend that we fell down this pit. We're like, okay, we broke our legs. But anyway, we're just going to keep walking around. So now we are in the actual crypts of the dungeon. And also, another funny thing is this is actually the well to the castle here. And this is where the water is, but it is a stream. So if there by chance the blood from all these bodies would, this would stink, man. This smell would, wow, I didn't think about that. Still, whatever. The blood and all this stuff would go down into the stream and would float down the stream into wherever the stream goes. But yeah, that is what this is. And yeah, this is the death pit. And then we walk up here and we're in the crypts. There's lots of interesting stuff down here. Athalos Roan Tree. Died whilst felling a tree. Whoop-de-doo. There's lots of names down here. Alfred McTibbets III ate too many apples. You know, just lots of names in here. Lots of just random stuff. But yeah, it's really dark. So like if you're going through here, it's like, whoa, really dark. So I'll just keep the torch on and we'll keep walking through. But yeah, with shaders, it's really, really dark and hard to see sometimes. Here's another one. Gamba Bomba. This is actually Gamba's... Gamba Bomba, bitten by a black mamba. I actually like that one. That amuses me. Here is Jeff the Pig. Owner felt like bacon. Anyway, that's just a few little snidbits throughout. And then we have sort of like this middle aisle here. And this is actually Raven's tomb. Raven played too much Dota. We all know that Raven plays too much Dota. Or does he? But this is actually leading us back up into the castle courtyard. Here we are. We're back into the castle courtyard now. So that is the entrance to the dungeons right here. And so this is all the courtyard area. You have a very small, compact little mangonel there. And then the fortifications all along that wall and along this wall, blah, blah, blah. You have a little guardhouse up in this tower. Nothing really fancy. And that pressure plate is changed because of the stupid ender dragons. We're just going to make it into a chessboard. There we go. Works for me. So we're going to start here. Alright, so we took care of all that portion. We didn't take care of this portion yet, did we? So this is a storage room, and this is actually the well here. Okay, but yeah, we'll do the well first. This is the well here, and that leads down to the crypts, as you are well aware, because we looked up at it. And so then this here is the ice room, or this is where, because obviously ice is awesome, and yeah, so yeah, cool. Ice, love ice. This is the wine cellar, and then up this is the elevator that goes all the way to the top of the castle. And yeah, so we'll get to the top eventually, and I'll show you all the stuff that's up there. There's really not much of that up there, but we'll go up there. So this is actually another entrance into the dungeon here. So if you go down these stairs, this leads you to the dungeon as well. But we're not going to go down there because we were already down there. And then this here is a servant's washroom. So this is where they would wash their clothes. Up these washboards, and a little closet here for extra wood and some storage. And here's the actual servants' room. This is where all the servants would meet and greet and do all their thing. And this is their bathroom. They would need a bath. And then this is their six beds. Why is it always 6 beds? I don't know. I don't understand. What am I doing? But anyway, we're going to keep moving this way, and we're going to check out what's going on over here. So this is actually the Lord's, this will lead you to the barracks, by the way. And this is actually the Lord's staircase. This goes all the way to the top of the castle again. And this is where the Lord, or like royalty or higher class people, would walk up. I'll show you why eventually. And those are all messed up, but whatever, I'm not going to change them. This is actually the guards, or the servants' mess hall. So all the servants and guards would be in there and eat to eat. This is the bathroom for whoever needs to use it. And this is the room of the sous chef. The sous chef is the secondary chef, Charles McFlavin. And yeah, this is his room. It's not much. I should have detailed that room more, but I didn't. And then this is head chef Rodin Kirmato. So Rodin, I'm not sure if you watch my videos, but this is dedicated to you. These rounded logs. Ugh. I need to turn rounded all the logs off. I don't know if I like them. And here is a tripped pressure plate that I was telling you guys about. Darn Ender Dragons. But anyway, this is the kitchen. This is where all the awesome stuff happens in the castle, because the castle life would be revolving around the kitchen. This is the bakery. The kitchen and the bakery together, obviously, so it works more. And yeah, lots of room. This is where the head chef would call. This is his office. And then this is recipes. Do not enter. And this is where I actually use an iron door, because I don't want people going into the recipe room. There's no buttons next to it. So this is again then part of the elevator here, and this keeps leading up. We'll keep our torch in hand. Yeah, we got everything down here. So we're gonna go up here now. This is the apothecary, or the medicus is what I call it. This is the surgery room in here. So this is where all the people that, amputees or whatever, people that need to get surgery done, that's where they go. This castle would be able to have a fairly good doctor, because it is a fairly rich castle. And again, I say fairly again. Keelan noticed that a while back. I was saying fairly too much, but this is another little room in there. And then this is actually the main staircase that we're using right now. And this here is the main door into the castle. So you can come up the courtyard and come into the castle here. And then voila, you're in this big space, like, what's it called? The foyer. I think that's what it's called, foyer. Walk up, you have a little sitting area up here for maybe a couple guards. You come in here, and this is the actual throne room. It's not really, like, really grand or anything, but the king would sit there, the queen, the prince, and then the princess would sit here, I guess, and some guards would be somewhere in the room. And then this is Bruce Lawnsbane, the great bear, pooped on the king's lawn. Love it. This is a little, like, private dining room for, say, if the king and someone else comes or whatever, they can all eat in there. And then we're gonna head this way, and this is actually a guard room here, so some guards would be here. And this goes out into the elevator again, going all the way up. So we're getting higher, slowly but surely we're getting higher. Here's some fortifications out here, but we don't really care about that, because yeah. Again, but I'll wait for the end of the video before I say that. Charles the Bald, butler to the king. Yes, and there's no trip. I'm not going to change that. So yeah, this is the a knight, and that's the butler. And this is Reef Perez, trusted knight to the king. And the trusted knight to the king sleeps here. Very cool. My sad excuse for a armor stand. Okay, where are we gonna go now? Oh yes, can't forget about this. This is another little like dining room for the guards and stuff, and then you head out, and then this is the courtyard. This is where the princess would come out and play some violin and enjoy the sun. But yeah, this is a very nice spot out here. And then the gardener, or the person that takes care of the garden, would be in here. So yep, that's where the gardener would sleep. I'm gonna head back in, and now we're gonna go up to the library. So this is the stairwell here, and then this is the library here. So this is where the students or people that are reading books would sit. They can also sit in here, and this is the actual library itself. Lots of books that go way up, cabinets and stuff. I like how it turned out. Turned out pretty nice. And then this is actually a deer head. It's pretty good. And they have a fireplace. And then this here is this is the actual librarian's room. And I actually like this room a lot because you have this like loft area up here. And I just like it. I like it. So we're gonna head back down. Man, this video is going to drag on. I'm trying to get this done quicker. I don't know if I should rush through it. But this is the actual mess hall, the biggest great hall of the castle here. Lots and lots of seating for really anyone that wants to eat and stuff. You have the secondary kitchen over here. This is where they would reheat stuff. They would take up stuff from the main kitchen using the elevator or the stairs over there. And but yeah, this is like a little storage for some food. And but yeah, this is the great hall. All the royalty and maybe a guest of honor would sit up there. And we have another restroom over here. Just lots of stalls to use the restroom in. As you can see, very cool. And you got some, should be filled with water. There we go. All fixed. And we're gonna head this way. This is again the king's whatever, and this is like a balcony here. You can ask, there's another balcony over there. But we head along this, and then this is actually where the priest lives. So this is his bedroom. The priest would live here. It's a little funky that his entrance is right into the Great Hall, but the cool thing is all he has to do is walk up this balcony stair here, and he's right in the chapel. So this is the chapel, which needs to be changed. Okay, he has a book. Okay, so yes, this is the chapel area, and I like how it turned out. Turned out fairly nice, and there we go. Say fairly again. Turned out nice, and we're going to head this way. We checked all that out. Oh, I gotta speed up. This is the war room, so this is where they would plan their attacks or whatever. All would be done right there, and then this is actually the king's bedroom. And the king would do his things here. So yeah, cool. In the crib there. Man, I gotta get going in like 4 minutes. I might actually split this up into 2 videos. I don't want to. But this is the king's bedroom, or the king's bathroom right here. Oh man, that's bright. Yeah, he would sleep, or yeah, he would take a bath in there. Oh my goodness. And then back here, this is where the queen would do her thing, and this is kind of like a gossip room for the queen, or like a dressing room, whatever the daily activities demand. And then they have a little balcony, because who doesn't like that balcony? So Kortier is actually, I put it into lore, is a castle over my town Kernsburg. Kernsburg is the town that was actually my arc plot town. But I wrote the lore on Planet Minecraft and everything, and so Kortier is the overlook of Kernsburg, which actually makes sense, but both start with K. This is another bedroom in here. This is a guest bedroom, and they have a little chamber pot there that's sort of out into the cold weather. The door there to keep the heat in. And here's another guest room, and this bed was actually built by monster fish. It's very complicated, very interesting looking. So yeah, cheers to monster fish. Close that. And they have some pikes here, so in case, I don't know what they do at night, but yeah, apparently whatever the activities they do requires pikes. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, so now we're gonna head this way and head up the stairs even more. This is where the princess would sleep, Princess Delaney Gregory. So the king and queen is Gregory's, and this is Prince Biggles Gregory. Gotta love the name, Biggles. So funny. I can hear you all just chuckling and laughing right now. This here is their bathroom, and yeah, so that's their bathroom. Voila. And this is the elevator. This is where you can actually see the elevator now, and it keeps going up, and that's actually the end right there. So I'm not going to split this into 2 videos, guys. It's just going to be a fairly long video, and I'm sorry. I hope you guys can watch through it and all that good stuff, but yeah. Okay, so another thing that I want to show you guys is the treasury. We're almost done, actually. We're almost to the top of the castle. Like, whew, man, there's so much in here. This is the gold, the treasury room, and then we head up some more, and then this is Lord Jamie Jack. Most of us from the server know who Jamie Jack is, aka Jam Jam, British guy. This is his room of honor. And then you go up, there's like a little Easter egg up there, but I'm not gonna go up there. It's nothing special. We're gonna head back down the stairs. We're back into the prince and princess's dining room. That's what that tongue-tied. That's what that was. And then this is this is where the maester would teach the kids, or the prince and princess. This is where the prince and princess would be, and they would learn about all the cool things of the world and become educated in the matters of state and politics and all that cool stuff. And then they would head up the stairs more. Well, they wouldn't, but this is actually a guard room here, so more guards can sleep up here. And this is also a couple little areas to shoot arrows down on the enemies below. So that is interesting. And we head up here. This is another guest room. I actually did not decide on what I wanted in this room. I just kind of threw a bed in here and a little dining room table because I did not know what I wanted in this room, but it turned out pretty good. I'm just going to call it a guest room. Wolfgang and Redguard. Whoop-de-doo. By the way, guys, if you want to watch Wolfgang and Redguard, they're in videos elsewhere, so go check them out. This is actually the maester's, this is where he would do his work. These are where all the bird cages are and stuff, and he would write messages here, coordinates and everything. Well, I guess yeah, you can't exactly program a bird to go to a certain coordinates, but yeah, he would whatever, and put the message on a bird's foot and let him through the window. And this is actually this side of the castle here, so if you want to enter from the top, you can go into the top right here. Well, there's lots of places to enter, so yeah, no big deal. And then we're going to head up the castle even more, and this is going to be the maester's chambers. So that's where the maester sleeps and all that jazz. And that is actually the end of the tour. I really tried to rush it because I didn't want you guys sitting here too long. It's 23 minutes and 50 seconds now, so I'm sorry for making you guys sit for a while, but there's still a little bit more to explore here and there, but it's not really imperative for you guys to see it. But if you want to, this is actually C-spawn over here. So when you come to the raven.org server, you're going to spawn right here. You're going to spawn right here, okay? So that is where you're going to spawn, right on that pressure plate. You're going to look at this way, and you're going to turn left. And you're going to come up over the C-spawn town, and you're going to go right to the corner. And this is where Kortier is, right here. And Kortier is there for you to explore and to enjoy if you want to see it. And then you also have Wolfgang here. So again, don't forget to see Wolfgang. If you want to see a video on that, that is actually one of my previous videos. And if you want to see Redguard, Redguard is here as well. And but yeah, that is my 3 castles that are on the server now that I hope you guys can enjoy. And but yeah, anyways, I don't want to bother you guys anymore. I appreciate you watching the video, and I hope to see you next time. But until then, don't forget to like, please don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, which I have said before, bye bye.